See, I told you we're going to be back. And today, we're going to be having a quick yap sesh about my predictions and my rankings of the teams going in to the 2023-24 NFL season. I wouldn't say it's the worst list ever, but it's definitely not very good. I did get a few things wrong, but I did get a few things right. The Chiefs right now are Super Bowl caliber, and I don't know why there's only one. I put one team in Super Bowl caliber. I don't even know, but that's what I did. Don't know why I did that, but I did that, and so I put the Chiefs and Super Bowl caliber, and they're looking like Super Bowl caliber. So I'm gonna go from top to bottom and say where they should be and how wrong I was on each of them. So this will be fun. Deep in the playoffs. In the beginning of the season, the Eagles looked like they would be fine and make a deep run into the playoffs. And they honestly looked like the best team in the NFL for a little bit. But just down the stretch, they fell off. I mean, Hurst didn't look good. The coaching, you got your a cheerleader as your coach. I mean, did not look good. Bradbury was getting burned, like out of his mind. Especially in that last playoff game. Jeez, that was so bad. Deep in the playoffs, I'll put them as playoff team though. I mean, because they're still a good team. Still the Eagles. Now we got the Bengals. They would have made deep. Honestly, they would have made a deep run in the playoffs if they had Joe Burrow. They didn't have Joe Burrow though, so gotta put them where they are. Barely missed the playoffs. Deep in the playoffs. I'm him. I got that right. Lions deep in the playoffs. What did I say? Dan Campbell. That whole offense. One of the best offenses in the league. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Jared Goff's going to get an extension. Jared Goff, top 10 quarterback in the NFL. Amon-Ra St. Brown, top 10 receiver in the NFL. Sam Laporta, rookie tight end. Top 10, maybe even top 5 tight end in the league right now. That secondary is questionable, but it's carrying them to a deep playoff run, and they're playing great. So I'm going to keep them right where they are. The Bills, I'm going to keep them in deep in the playoffs because I think that's where they should be. I think it was just the timely Josh Allen mistakes. Josh Allen played a great overall game, but he just had, those could have checked it down to Stephon Diggs for probably a first down. That wouldn't have set up the Tyler Bass missed field goal. There's just little things that the Bills could have done to win that game against the Chiefs. And honestly, I was rooting way against the Chiefs, rooting for the Bills. It sucks that they lost, but what can you do? I'm going to keep them in deep playoff run, though, because I thought they played really well. It was just the linebackers were getting exposed. I mean, Kelsey and all them were exposing the missing of the linebackers from the Bills all game. So next season, I think they should trade Stephon Diggs and get value out of him, and they get cap space from that. So I still think they're going to be good next season, but they should have. I mean, I'll put them in a playoff team because they got knocked out in the divisional round, but it's whatever. 49ers, yeah. As a Seahawks fan, I had my bias against them. I told myself Brock Purdy wasn't going to play good. Honestly, he hasn't played great. He hasn't played amazing. He hasn't looked great in the playoffs. He hasn't looked great the past few weeks. But he's good enough to take a team to a Super Bowl. And he's got CMC. He's got George Kittle. He's got Debo's out, but will he be out for the game? I don't know. And then obviously you got your defense, which is just great overall. So they're definitely Super Bowl caliber. And then Dolphins, they're a playoff team. Tua can't play in the cold weather. I saw the stat that they were like 0-4 after Mike McDaniel wore the shirt that was like, wish it was colder. Stupid. They can't play in cold weather. They practice and they play in Miami. They can't play in cold weather. So you're not a Super Bowl team if you can't play in cold weather. Definitely a playoff team. But if it was just Miami the whole way to the Super Bowl, shoot, Super Bowl contenders right there. Yeah, sorry guys. Ravens, we got them as Super Bowl. Sorry guys. We got the Ravens, Super Bowl contenders. I put them as playoff team. Wasn't totally wrong on that. They're a playoff team, but they have looked way better than I thought. I did not think Lamar was going to play as good as he has played this year. And I didn't think their defense was going to look as good as they've looked this year. I thought they were both going to look good and both play good, but I didn't think they were going to play as good as they have. And props to them. I mean, go get a Super Bowl, Ravens. Honestly, I'm rooting for a Ravens-Lions Super Bowl right here. That'd be great. Cowboys. Oh my gosh. Time of my life watching that game. I do not like the Cowboys whatsoever. Sorry to all the Cowboys fans out there. I feel bad for you guys. But I'm just surprised y'all aren't firing Mike McCarthy or making any changes so far. He needs to go. I mean, jeez. It's classic Cowboys. That's all I gotta say. Classic Cowboys. Jacksonville, barely missing the playoffs. Dude, they fell off. They were like 6-2, and they ended like 9-8. They just fell off, dude. Vikings, barely missing the playoffs. You had Kirk. If you had Kirk Cousins, you're making the playoffs easy. You really saw like the flaws of that Minnesota team without Kirk Cousins, and that really shows you how really good Kirk Cousins is. I really think that Kirk Cousins could lead the Vikings to a Super Bowl if they got the right pieces to pair him with on defense and everything. I mean, you got to re-sign Kirk first if you want to have a chance at making the Super Bowl. But next season, dude, you got to re-sign Kirk. Kirk looked amazing, but without Kirk, y'all are nothing. Seahawks, my Seahawks, so sad. What was the problem? The run defense, man. Our pass defense was mid too. It was all the run defense though. We even got Leonard Williams. I mean, it's just defense, dude. The defense couldn't play well. They were subpar. The offense didn't look good either. Geno didn't look good. Loved the game from Drew Lock against the Eagles, but I mean, what does that really show you? The Eagles kind of fell off after that, anyways. Honestly, I think it's time. It's time for the Seahawks. I think what the Seahawks need to do is we need to take a quarterback in the draft and have him run under Geno, run Geno a few games, mentor the rookie. Geno's a great clubhouse guy. I think we need to keep Geno around, even though he's killing us with cap and everything. But I think we need to keep him around because he's a good dude. He's a good guy to have in the locker room and all that. But it's almost the end of Geno's time in Seattle, unfortunately. Jets, Jets, you're mid. If you had Aaron Rodgers, you'd be a playoff team. Simple as that. They didn't have a quarterback. Browns, keep him there. Joe Flacco, the GOATs, did not play well. That Texans. Oh, shoot, where did I go? We back. What I was saying though, Joe Flacco, the GOAT until he wasn't the GOAT. That Texans defense just totally obliterated him. You didn't have a quarterback for most of the time. Deshaun Watson does not look good. Deshaun Watson hasn't looked good. Flacco looked great the beginning of when he started playing, but he just hasn't looked good. He didn't look good the last season, and that was their demise. They need to get a young quarterback. They need to actually get a legit quarterback, and Deshaun Watson is not that guy. Chargers, this is so sad. They just got Jim Harbaugh, though. I just saw that news. They just got Jim Harbaugh. I'm going to put them in bad, though. 4 or 5 wins this season, unfortunately. But Jim Harbaugh, not Super Bowl caliber, but playoff team for sure. That team is so talented, and Brandon Staley is garbage. I mean garbage. He did not deserve that team. The team does not deserve that. That guy, Brandon Staley. Oh my gosh. Just next team. I already did those. Broncos, I was right on that. Russell Wilson. Don't like Russell Wilson. He did not deserve what Sean Payton did to him, though. They shouldn't cut him. I'm not gonna lie. Russell didn't play that bad, but he didn't play that good, but he didn't play that bad. I mean, he couldn't really throw it over the middle, but he didn't play bad. So I don't know what the Broncos are doing. Whatever though. Saints right on that too. Boring team. Derek Carr has like 5 good games this season. And yeah, Patriots. Sorry. Number 1 pick contention. Mac Jones is garbage. That's really all it is. He's garbage. That team is overall garbage. Giants. How many wins did they get? We'll put them in bad. Tommy DeVito came in for like 3 weeks, and everyone was doing this thingy dingy for the Italians or whatever. Stupidest thing ever, in my opinion. But Tommy DeVito had like a good stint and then didn't. What am I doing? Okay, Packers. Oh my gosh, I was pleasantly surprised with the Packers. I don't really like the Packers, but I like Jordan Love. I loved when they drafted Jordan Love. I thought Jordan Love was great when they drafted him, and he's gonna be great. And what'd I say? He was great. It like I think I said it in my video, but it all depended on Jordan Love and how Jordan Love was gonna play. He played good. They got in the playoffs. They made it to the divisional round. Unfortunate pick. Almost beat the Niners. Super bright future for the Packers though. Panthers. Yeah, you're at the top of the number 1 pick, Panthers. You are at the top. And you don't even get it. Hilarious. Bryce Young. I don't think it was his fault, though. I mean, he's in a horrible situation in Carolina right now, and you can't really blame the guy. I mean, he didn't look good, but I can't blame him just yet. Can't call him a bust yet. Got to give him like 2 or 3 more years to build that offense up, and if he's still sucking, then he's a bust. Chicago. They barely missed the playoffs. I think they barely missed the playoffs. They were like garbage in the beginning of the year, but then they just started to turn it up. Justin Fields, all of them just started turning up. And the fact that they have the number 1 pick, I don't know what. I feel like trading Justin Fields is the way to go and draft Caleb Williams. And I hope that the Seahawks trade for Justin Fields. That would be cool because I love Justin Fields. But Bears, good team. Bright future for them too. Texans. It was another thing of, is C.J. Stroud going to play good? How's he going to play? I didn't think he was going to play that good because it was his rookie season. Dude lit it up though, and playoff team deservedly so. DeMeco Ryan. That whole team is amazing. Great team. Really bright future for them too. Falcons. I feel like I should just get rid of the mediocre. Because no, I'll keep him there. Yeah, I'll keep him mediocre. Their mid, Arthur Smith, is atrocious. Oh my gosh. Horrible. He was using like Bijan and Kyle Pitts, their 2 biggest playmakers, to like block. To set up the place for who? What's his name? Mac Hollins? That dude didn't get any action. Who got action? I can't even. Algier? Maybe Algier? I don't know. Oh, I did not keep up with the Falcons that much, but I know that Arthur Smith was horrible. Commanders. Yeah, I'll keep him in bad. Next team. Sam Howell. Started off good. Did not end good, though. Rams. I was wrong. The Rams. They got a first-round pick. They got the steal of the draft in Puka Nacua. Puka was great. Stafford looked great for a lot of the year. Rams are still a good team. They're still relevant. Still a great team. Raiders. I think they almost missed the playoffs, but I want to put them mediocre because they don't really have a quarterback. And Jimmy G's going to come back, and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, Jimmy G's our franchise guy. Blah, 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 blah. We're not going to draft the quarterback. Yeah, I should draft the quarterback. Jimmy Garoppolo is not that guy. He's not going to save y'all. He's not going to do anything to save y'all. And if anything, he's going to make y'all worse, honestly. He only played good because he was playing for the Niners, man. But yeah, mediocre. We should start like an counter for every time I've said Because I feel like I say a million times, but it's all right. Titans, bad. I don't think it was Vrabel's fault. Tannehill sucked the majority of the year. Levis came in, played well. Defense sucked, though. The defense sucked. It was just a sucky situation. Colts. The Colts? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Colts. I'm sorry. Anthony Richardson looked like a beast to start off the season. He's gonna be a beast. He's gonna be a beast. Um, Started off, and then Gardner Minshew came in. And it was like, season's over. Not true. Gardner Minshew almost led the Colts to the playoffs. So close. It's a really great season though. Really great season for the Colts for my standards. What else do we got? Cardinals, I won't really go over. I mean, they're the perfect tank team. They compete. They just lose. They're not going to get rid of Kyler. Kyler played fine. And then the Buccaneers. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Baker Mayfield. I'm sorry. I didn't think Baker was going to play well because, I mean, he didn't play well in Cleveland. He didn't play well. Where was he last? I'm blanking on where he played last. I don't want to have an awkward silence. I don't want to think. Leave down in the comment. Now I'm going to remember it. It's just making me really mad that I'm not remembering where he played last. He didn't play. What matters is that he didn't play well in his last two places. And if I'm the average sports enjoyer, what's going to make me think that Baker Mayfield's going to do something different with Todd Bowles? Nothing. But he did. He did. Sorry, I'm so sorry, Baker. It was a really good season from Baker. Baker baked. And the whole team. It was a great season for the Buccaneers. Something I did not expect, but it's a good season. So that was me reviewing all of the teams and readjusting them where I think they should go now. I don't think it was the worst list ever, but it definitely wasn't the best list. Jeez, I keep saying I need to stop. But yeah, that's the list, y'all. I hope y'all have a great day. Yeah, y'all. Y'all have a great day. You know what? I'm just gonna go. Y'all. Y'all have a great day. I'll be back at it again with another upload in the coming days. Probably doing something on baseball this time. Maybe one more NFL video until I really start talking about MLB, because MLB off season. But it's been boring. It's been really boring. The past few months, or not few months, but few weeks. It's been really boring. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Y'all have a great day. See you guys later. Bye bye.